What's up, blue chips? How we doing this morning? Tim here from Volatility Trading. See, we're kind of leaking in this morning. It's Thursday, January 23rd, 2020. See what we got this morning. Keep going. You're closer than you think. Well, let's get to it. All right, so that one kind of hits home, right? We're kind of going through some stuff right now, and that one kind of hits home. So I'm pretty excited about that one. Let me raise my camera a little bit. But so we have about eight and a half minutes here to the bell. I already looked through everything this morning. I did not see anything that I liked. SPY's down. Let's see what SL. This is a new one, SLM. So it looks like this kind of went up a little bit here. It looks like it pretty much, I'm assuming this was earnings. But this is one that I did not see earlier. But apparently it obviously went up a little bit more. Maybe because I looked at it around 8 o'clock. Well, technically it was up higher at 8 o'clock. Huh. I don't know. For some reason I didn't see SLM earlier, but there it is. We're going to actually put that one on one of our other charts here. Let's see, SLM. Let's see what else we got. INO. Let's go to, we'll just do so you guys can actually see. So INO is a 96 mil float. A little bit of a smaller range, but I kind of like this one. Could be in a little bit of a gap fill here to about 462. So we're going to keep that one up. INO, we'll put that up over here. It's actually really all that I see. I had PCG up from earlier. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of just chopping around at this point. EXPR, I don't remember the float here on EXPR. But I just saw that it made that move yesterday and kind of consolidated. So we're around 59 mil on EXPR, so we'll leave that up. So those will kind of be our three main watches this morning. But other than that, I don't really have anything. How was everybody's hump day yesterday? How are we doing this morning? Are we excited? Did anybody else get a email from, what's up, Thomas? What's up, Giovanni? Anybody else get an email from Thinkorswim or TD Ameritrade saying that you have to fund your account within 30 days or else they're going to close your account? I got that, and I know Devin from the Discord also got that. So I'm just kind of interested to see if anyone else had received such an email. Because that would kind of suck. But it looks like the minimum that they'll take is $50. So I guess if you really want their charting software, all you got to do is just deposit $50. A couple micro floats making some moves this morning too. TWMC, I have a 662,000 in the float. What's up, Jeff? How you doing this morning? There was another one that was just moving too that was also a micro float, but that quick it was gone. Oh, already had 50 bones in there. Gotcha. Yeah, so I guess if this is probably TD Ameritrade's way of kind of getting rid of the leechers. I know they've been having some major issues with bandwidth and their charts being a little bit laggy. So maybe this is their way to kind of solve that issue a little bit. And who knows? Not exactly sure. I think they would have been better off, honestly, just charging for the platform. That way you would get rid of all the leechers, even if it was like $15 a month. People that are willing to pay that because they love the charting software would have no problem paying $15 a month. They would make a pretty decent profit off of that, and they wouldn't have to worry about, you know, all the freeloaders kind of taking up all the bandwidth. But I got about 4.5 minutes here to the bell. I'm actually gonna be right back. I'm going to brush my teeth real quick. I didn't really get a chance. The kids kind of ran me wild this morning, so I'll be right back. All right, here we go. We got about 30 seconds. There's the bell. Say whoopsie. There we go. All right, guys, good luck today. Let's see if we can't get something going. Yesterday is obviously out of our head. Obviously not going to play this. We just had it up just for giggles. How fun would it be if the kid just sat down and started typing? Good morning, Brad. What's up, man? So INO is getting absolutely crushed. SLM. And go back to the full screen here. What's the flow here? 419. I'd like to see it bust through that 1150 area. Yeah. I wanted to see this get up through 1150. Didn't quite give it to us. Let's try in. Here we go. See if we can't get that pop up through. There we go. Let's start this at 57. See if it wants to come back down through 50. Don't really have too much of an extension here. But I always like these $half retraces. Don't really have anything else to look at right this second. There we go, back through 50. We're going to see what it does here at VWAP, see if we can't hold on. There we go. See if we can get through VWAP and get some continuation. Love to get down into the 20s. Try to be patient here. Yeah, right back up to 50, unfortunately. It's kind of unfortunate. It would have been a good spot to take some profit, but it got bought right back up, so we're not gonna be too upset about it. Don't really want to get an ad here until we get a little bit higher. It was definitely me trying to be more patient than usual. If we get back under 50 here, kind of feel okay about it. Not really seeing anything else, that's the problem. What was that for, mister? Say the ideal would be to break through 50 here. If we do, I feel like we might get some nice continuation. Probably shouldn't have let this go all the way down there towards 33. Like, I was really looking for that flush into the 20s, but we didn't get it, so I got a little greedy there. Really looking for this 50 flush now. And we got the pop right back up. Not what we were looking for. Actually going to get an ad there, 71. Now let's see if we can get that reject. That'd be real nice. There we go. See if we can get down there, test 50 again. The UAP sitting right there as well. So if we can get through it, it'd probably get a nice drop. Hold on, bud. Put an order out here right below 50 just to see if we can get that test. Let's actually put it just a tad higher. Just in case it wants to drop through and then not continue. There we go. See if we can get that flush. Looking for that 50 break. All right, we're going to take the majority of it there. It kind of felt like it didn't want to really press. We didn't even get to 50 on the bid. We'll take the majority of it off, and we'll see how long we can hold the rest of this. I'm still not seeing anything else, guys. Everything's either like low floats or... So there we go. We wouldn't have got filled. It only got to 48 there. It says 47, but I don't think we would have got the fill. 48 now. I just don't like the way this is necessarily acting for the most part. That's why I took a majority instead of just half. I took a little bit more than half there. But we're going to try to hold on to the rest of this and see if we can't get a move down. Love to just see this hold under 50 at this point. There we go. See if we can start getting a push down towards that 1133 area again. Yes. You need help? What do you need help with? Can you turn it on? Of course, right back over. See if we can get the buyers to give up a little bit here. Just told speculator Seth that they say there's old traders and there's bold traders, but there's no old bold traders. It's kind of funny. I mean, the charts are looking very good for us. So I'm pretty happy with our cover there because we would have got our fill if we were a little bit more patient, but it wasn't acting the way we wanted it to, but the chart looks good for us. We just need to get back through 50. This is definitely, obviously, a winning trade at this point. It's just a matter of how big, because we're going to be cutting this at high a day if it gets there. But we're looking for this 50 flush, hopefully to get down there towards that 33 area, see what it does there. If we can get through that, it might be back down here towards this $11 area, which is ultimately what we're looking for. We'll put our order out here right around this level, just in case it wants to give us some kind of a random flush down to it. I'm looking, guys. I don't see anything else. This is kind of frustrating. This CVEO, no volume. It's really the only thing as far as float goes that I'd be interested in. SLM 62 is where we're going to cut this. Because if it gets above there, not really interested. It's looking like it might get there right now. I was about to put the stop in, but I saw it was close, so I just put my finger on the button. Big drop there. That could be good for us. See if we can get shoved down through 50 again. Starting to get a little spready too. I think we'll stick to our initial plan here. Might get some slippage if it gets up there, but we're going to look for this for the bigger winner here, looking to see if it wants to maybe just be a little bit of sloppy seconds. NVAX attempting to do something. That's on SSR. Can't play that. It's still a lower float too. There's really nothing moving that's not a lower float at this point. You just need that good flush through 50 on SLM here. Retest this 33 area. But this 60 area also acted as pretty good resistance, so I feel like if it gets through there, we're not really going to want to mess with it. Let's put a range in here. 1162, 1121. All right. So we either get stopped out if it gets up towards 62, because it looks like if it breaks that area, that was a key spot. But hopefully we get the rejection down through 50, and maybe we'll get a cover down there. But basically break even on the remaining shares, or we're looking for the bigger win. Especially because nothing else is going on. So it pretty much took all of our focus. Or got all of our focus, I should say. I wouldn't say it took all of our focus. There was really nothing else to focus on. We go testing that 50 again. Just need that good push. Just doesn't want... There it was. There we go. Let's push. Continue. Continue. Sell, sell, sell. It's just really fighting at this 1150 area. I mean, we're in a nice descending triangle. So hopefully we can get that nice continuation. That's what we're going for. There we go. See if we can get down into the 30s. Right back up to 50. It's fighting. It's a fighting. This market is ripe for a virus trade? What? What's that? I don't know what a virus trade is. You have to inform me. There we go. Saw some 30s there for a second. That's a good sign. See if we can actually get a nice little bust through. And right back up. It's not a good sign. It's not really doing what we wanted to do. Oh, I totally forgot, guys. I have my son's speech appointment today at 10:15, so I'm going to have to cut it early. Good thing that reminder popped up. I totally would have forgot. Just going to let this thing do its work. If it wants to get up there and stop us out, so be it. I'm not touching it. I got my range order in where I'd be happy. We're going to let it go. I mean, obviously, we'll see what it wants to do if it gets down here towards like 1125 area, because there is some resistance that could be used as support. We'll kind of take note to that, but we'll see. It has to get down there first. If the nose drips, buy the dips. This thing's definitely fighting. We got a nice little bottom wick here, so yeah, it's not looking good for us. It tried, it failed. Looks like it wants to go higher. We'll see. The 60 area was where it held before. It's trying to hold again, so it lets us know that we might get some slippage here, because if it shoots through 60, it might shoot through pretty hard. Jeez, can't play that. Just trying again. We keep getting those big sells. You know, somebody's selling hard into this, but it's just not working. So it's definitely not falling over like we wanted it to. Which is why I'm not letting this thing go high a day, because if we break this little pivot point of 60, this thing is most likely going to squeeze right to high a day. That's kind of why I said we might get some slippage, which here we go. It keeps getting sold into right there at 60. I fear, I bet we're going to end up with like 65 or something like that would be my guess. Daily on NNVC. Oh, interesting. It's an ouchie. Guess we could change this to 26, right? Kind of front run that a little bit, because I have a good feeling just looking at that key level that if we get down there, that's where it's going to attempt to bounce again. I'm going to have to hit this one kind of quick just because it's in that level. Trying again. So, unfortunately, it's kind of a slow day for the stocks that we typically look at. Everything that kind of moved this morning looked like lower floats. SLM was really the only one that kind of fit our edge. And made a nice trade on it. There we go, back through 50. Need to see this thing sell off now and get below 38. We were hoping we got down to 33 before, but we only got to 38. mean, this thing is definitely fighting. By the way, if you guys are new here, I am Tim here at Volatility Trading. We're doing this every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We even have the bonus Friday night live stream every Friday, so feel free to check that out. I think I'm going to scoot it back this week to 10:30 Eastern. 9:30 Eastern seems to be a little bit too early because, you know, when the West Coast people start to tune in, it's a little bit later, and then by that time I'm a little more tired from already doing an hour before that. So we're going to try scooting it back to 10:30 this week and see what happens. So it's looking like we're trying to get back up there to that pivot point. It's really fighting. I got a feeling we're going to get stopped out just by how it's fighting. Even though we're in a pretty good descending triangle here, it's just really, it's really fighting. And it's not really kind of just falling over like you would typically see a stock do pretty much already. We've already tried a couple times here, and it keeps getting bought up. So we'll see. I think we might get one more shot at it, one more shot at a breakdown. But it really keeps finding that 1150 area after it goes down through. Like MNK is kind of popping up a little bit. We don't have any. I thought we had shares on this. Maybe we've just been playing it to the long side. Camden. No, bud. I'm sorry. You're okay. You're okay. That was an accident. You need to let the dogs eat all that now that you spilled it. He's just, he can reach the dog food bin now. And he just gets in there and just starts pouring it all over the floor. There we go. This is I believe our last attempt. If we can't make it work to the downside this time, I really think the buyers are going to step in. So we'll see if the buyers get a little scared here. Chart's not looking good for them. What's it look like on the 5-minute? Yeah, it's looking like a nice descending triangle on the 5-minute as well. See if we can't get this flush down into the 30s again. 40s. Coming down into the 30s. Let's keep going. We got 38 last time is where it got bought up. There we go. Got through for a second there. See if we can't hold under VWAP. VWAP is sitting at 1148 right now. I guess we could just go to this chart by itself so you guys can see it a little bit better. So we're right back up towards 50. See if VWAP kind of wants to hold it down this time. So far, so good. Tim, a.k.a. Pepperoni, speak softly but carry a big pepperoni stick. I actually change up the kind of pepperoni that I get every week. Well, usually it's like every other week because it takes a while to eat it. But like you saw last time, I had the big pepperoni, like salami ones. Sometimes I get like the pizza ones. Sometimes I do get the stick and I just cut it up myself. Like ones that you would normally see in like a cheese platter. Yeah, this thing is just fighting. Fighting, fighting, fighting. Right back up to 50. And it's still sitting at that key area. I mean, that pivot point right here at 60 is still the key area. So we're just going to let it do its thing. We keep trying. It keeps trying this area, but it keeps failing. But we are attempting to make lower highs at the same time. So if it wants to make, but we are making, well, this time technically it went below this candle, so it isn't a lower high or a higher low per se. I mean, granted, it still feels like a descending triangle. We just haven't got that real breakdown yet. There's just absolutely nothing else going on. But again, if you are new here, hit like, hit subscribe. Make sure you hit the little post notification bell. It'll let you know when I go live every single morning. I do tend to start the stream a little bit early, just before I go to school, just to let people know that, I do have everything up and running, just that I am going to be here that day. For some reason, you don't see that running, usually around like 9:05. Something might be up. Definitely check in on me. Make sure I'm okay. Just kidding. But typically I will go live, like actually be here around like 9:20 when I get back from dropping the oldest off at school. But I just like to run it a little bit early. Kind of lets people get in here, start getting everything set up for the day, all that good stuff. But if you hit the little post notification bell, it'll notify you, let you know when we do in fact go live. And again, this is starting to look like our one and only trade today, because my son does have his speech appointment here in about 20 minutes. So, and there we go, back through 50 and right back down through 50. This thing is, it's definitely in the midst of a fight between the Bears and the Bulls right now. Got a range order in. So, I mean, this is pretty much out of our hands at this point. I'll be obviously happier if it goes down and hits the bottom of our range order, sitting there at 1126. But if it wants to stop us out, it's not a big deal. Hopefully we don't get too much slippage. It's pretty much break even on the rest of those shares if it does. And we'll walk away with a smaller winner. But again, there was really not too much else to look at this morning. All I saw was low floaters moving across the board. Once again, it'll be nice to kind of eliminate those from the scanners for myself. But if that's something you're into, if you're here just to watch the scanners, then sorry. But eventually when we do get the update, most of the low floaters will be disappearing from my scanners. So if you're into that, you'll just have to get your own scanners, which there is a link down in the description below. Don't usually say that out loud, but it is there for your convenience with a discount just to help you guys out. That's why it's there, so that I could help you guys out if you are looking to get them. So now, looking at the chart on the 2 minute, let's take a look at the different time frames here. 1 minute is just kind of chopping. 2 minute is kind of the same thing. But if this candle wants to close higher, it is starting to look like, if it wants to close up over 50, it's starting to look like a little ascending triangle within this overall descending triangle. The 5 minute just kind of looks like a flag. Really depends on that 1160 area. The 15 minute, it actually looks like almost like a 3-bar play if it were to get up towards high of day. So 1185 would be if you're playing a 15-minute 3-bar play, if it doesn't ever want to get down here below 1136. Yes, bud. What do you need help with? I'll be right back. We'll go back to the 2 minute here. starting to really fight right now. I put it back up there for you, bud. Da, 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 da. Yeah, green is green. I'm not upset about it. He's a family man with a trading plan. I like it. I like it, Vincenzo. A little frustrating. I was just, I was actually pretty excited to be active today. Not because of yesterday. It's just because every day we're learning, right? Every day we learn. At night, I sit here and I go through everything that happened, and we start to, build our experience up even more so than we already have, and we just really start to hone in on our end goal, right? And I mean, when you really look at it, there's a lot of buyers stacking up there on 50. The quote from today, where it says, keep going, you're closer than you think. And that really kind of hits home, because it's like all this hard work, sometimes you have a loser like yesterday, and it really starts to make you kind of question what you're doing, not like overall, but like the strategy that you're using and stuff like that. And then you see a quote like that and you're just like, oh, maybe I am closer than I think. I just got to keep pressing. I have such a small sample size. We're going to kind of keep going with it. And as you can see, we did something a little bit different today. We're trying to scale out a little bit because it was on a move that I typically would see fall down a little bit more than it has. Unfortunately, it hasn't just yet. So it's starting to look a little ascending as well here. So we really need that like fake out to the downside. You see those all the time too, where it looks ascending and then you get that big seller and then it just plummets. That's kind of what we're hoping for here. Yep, the chart time for sure. A-core. Just kind of got some volume out of nowhere. 47 mil float. It is right on the scanner there. Could try to nail this for a quick one if it wants to pop through 50. There it goes. We're going to start this one here. 52. See if we can't just get that pop back down there through 50. There it is. So the ask never really came down. All right. We'll just take it there. We're just looking for a quick scalp there, quick winner. Wasn't really looking to be in something too long there. Got a nice little drop. Kind of timed the top pretty good there, and I'll take that. Quick little winner. Good call there, Thomas. I heard something going off, but I'm so used to just hearing the low floaters this morning that I just kind of dismissed it. Yeah, 10:15. She's usually just a tad late too. It's looking like that'll be right on time for me getting stopped out of SLM. I might actually just enforce my rule, to be completely honest, of 12 o'clock, I cut everything. If I'm still in a trade, that's the new rule, no matter where I'm at in the trade. But I might do that at 10:15 today, depending on what this thing's doing. I mean, if it's just going to sit here and chop at 11:50 all day, then I'll just take the smaller gain and just move on with my day. So even if Acor does want to continue there, we were pretty close to VWAP. And again, we were just looking for the quickie there. So I was pretty happy with that trade. We got 43. It's still kind of hovering right around there. Could have got 42, maybe 41. So I'm not going to fret over 2 cents there, especially when the range wasn't that great to begin with. I guess I should open up my windows just to keep an eye for the speech therapist lady. You guys see my Sonic shirt? My mom got this for me. Growing up, I was in a soccer club. It's called the Soccer Club of Baltimore, SCB, and I would always go to practice in games, and my hair, I would sweat so much, and I would like just go like this to keep the sweat out of my eyes, and it would spike my hair up, and everyone used to call me Sonic as a nickname. That was my nickname growing up. And because I was fast too, I played midfield. I was actually kind of in shape then, and I could run the whole game at midfield. And I used to love soccer. But yeah, my mom bought this kind of as a joke / memorabilia type flashback type thing. She just saw it online. She thought of me and decided to buy it. So Acor looks like we timed that one pretty good. Looks like it's trying to bounce there off VWAP. Could have got an extra cent or two, but like I said, I'm not going to be too upset about that. We're trying to break down again on SLM. We're through 50. See if we can get a real breakdown. We need to get through this 36, 38, 33 area. So we need to get through the 30s. If we get through the 30s, I feel like we're going to get that nice flush down to our order sitting there at 26. So we got about 7 minutes here. Right, Jeff? So I told her, I was like, oh, that was a cool idea. Thank you. I'm not really one, that likes, like, the way to my heart is not through gifts. It's more of like, if you ever do those like love language things or whatever, I'm more of like an acts of service or the communication type things, or like helping me do something. Stuff like that is kind of what gets my feathers tingling. More so than if you buy me something. If you buy me something, it's like, whatever. So we got down to the 30s. Here we go. See if we can actually get this pushed down through. Just does not want to do it. So we're gonna lower our stop here to 50, 51. Since we're getting close here. We'll basically trail this down a little bit. We'll lock in as much as we can since we're going to have to get off here. Yes, bud. I'm going to open. So we're at that key area. We need to just get through. There you go. It's coming out. Couldn't look any more weak on the chart. It's just a matter of if the bulls are going to give up or not. So Acor did end up giving up a little bit more there. Well, kind of went down to the same spot, 37, so a little bit more. You guys didn't even see my Acor trade, did you? Ah, man, I'm sorry. I'll pop it up on the screen real quick. I thought I was on the full screen, so my bad. But this thing shot up. It was right off the scanner. Got the 250 pop, and we decided to jump in, and we got back through 50, and that was it. So here we go with the big breakdown. 30, 28, 27, 27, 27, 28. All right, we're just going to take it. I don't want this thing. It was stalling. Didn't want to give back too much. We got 29. We were pretty much on the ask or the bid there. 11.27 was as low as it got. We got 29 right there before it started to pop back up. So we'll take the nice winner there. 28.50 on that one. We took 9 on Acor. Sorry I didn't get the Acor trade in there, but I'll take that and be happy with it. So with that, guys, like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the little post notification bell. I'm here every day. Usually I'm here till 11 o'clock, but I have my son's speech appointment if you just tuned in. I'm Tim here at Volatility Trading. It was a good day today. Can't be mad for the little bit of a bounce back after yesterday. And all we can do is learn and keep moving forward. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.